Saw franchise rights reportedly moving to Blumhouse after planned Saw 11 fell apart. The Saw franchise was a horror mainstay in the 2000s, and after struggling to find its footing for a period of time, Saw X brought it roaring back in 2023. The 10th installment was a financial hit as well as a critical success, and Saw 11 was announced right on its heels. But after reported behind-the-scenes conflicts during development, Saw 11 was supposedly cancelled and officially removed from Lionsgate's release calendar, leaving the franchise's seemingly promising future in doubt. Now, however, those fortunes may be about to change. Deadline reports that Blumhouse will purchase Twisted Pictures' portion of the rights to Saw, leaving them with 50%. The deal comes after an exhaustive period of negotiations between the two studios, who failed to see eye to eye on the direction of Saw's future. There isn't development on another movie yet, but it's still early in the process, and Blumhouse will likely take the time to ensure that this anticipated buyout pays dividends. Lionsgate, however, will retain its 50% and continue to partner in the films. Notably, this deal would put the franchise back in the hands of original co-creator James Wan, whose production company Atomic Monster merged with Blumhouse in 2024. It's unclear whether Saw X director Kevin, I don't know how you pronounce his last name, so I do apologise, and the writers Patrick Milton and Marcus Dunstan are still involved. After turning in an early draft of the Saw 11 movie, what Blumhouse's acquisition means for Saw 11. As mentioned, there has been no official announcement that Saw 11 is back on the cards, but it seems very likely. The main reason behind these studio conflicts was the creative direction of the franchise, so we'd be surprised if Blumhouse didn't act on their preferred vision now that they have total control. Saw X was rightly recognised as the best Saw movie in a long time. Saw's 11 cancellation was disheartening news for multiple reasons. Not only is James Wan's horror franchise one of the longest running and most beloved properties to come out of the past few decades, but it also represents a brand of gritty, independent horror that's getting made less and less frequently with every passing year. It would be a huge shame if Wan and Blumhouse went through all this trouble just to leave the series dead. Blumhouse has proven itself to be a very capable and reliable studio over the past few years, with movies like The Black Phone and The Invisible Man representing a very specific brand of fresh, innovative horror. Saw would definitely be safe in their hands, and the involvement of James Wan in the acquisition deal proves that they've got the series' best interests at heart. It's too early to say what Saw 11 will look like, if it happens at all, but this news should leave fans optimistic about the sequel. So as somebody who has seen a couple of Blumhouse's films over the years, including The Black Phone, Insidious, or at least some of the Insidious movies anyway, the Halloween Michael Myers trilogy, and The Invisible Man. The Invisible Man probably being one of my favourites out of our list of movies that I've seen from them. They can do something really special with the Saw franchise, and that the Saw franchise is in fact in good hands. I'm very curious to know as well if James Wan will return to either directing duties or writing duties, or whether or not he'll just have like a producer credit just because he co-created the franchise long ago. Now, in terms of the Saw franchise, I think the first three were probably my favourites of the franchise. After that, it kind of got a bit ridiculous and just carried on for the sake of just carrying on. What I liked the most about Saw 10 was the fact they kept the story in between the first three films, I think it was, or at least the first two anyway. Like, this was sort of like an origin story, if you will, for John Kramer, where he's been diagnosed with cancer and he finds out there's ways to help his treatment, but that involves going to like Mexico, and then he finds out from there that this is not what it seems like at all. And I'm personally never going to get tired of seeing John Kramer on screen, especially if he's played by Tobin Bell, who has been playing this character since the very beginning of the franchise, and doesn't seem to get bored of playing this character, or just really wants to get it for a paycheck. He seems to really like this character. He's really embodied playing this character, and maybe it's like therapy for him in some sort of way, who knows. With that being said, please let me know your feelings down below. What do you think of this news? Do you like the idea of Blumhouse taking complete control of the Saw franchise, if you are familiar with Blumhouse Studios, that is? Do you think we'll see a Saw 11 anytime soon? What direction do you think the franchise should go in terms of the next installment? Please let me know Any thoughts and feelings, please let me know down below. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye for now.